For number 18, it says in the figure below, so we're looking at this picture here, B lies on AC. So here's B, it's on the line AC. E lies on DF, so here's E in between D and F. AC is parallel to DF. So this symbol right here means parallel. Right? It means that they are running at the same slope, like this. ABF, or EBF, triangle EBF, is isosceles. Isosceles, remember, means that two sides are the same. Two sides and two angles are the same. So in this case, EBF, I can see probably this side and this side are the same, which would mean that this small angle and this small angle would be the same as well. It says, oh, and it tells us exactly BE is equal or congruent to BF. So that's the line that I made here and here to show that they're equal to each other. And CBF, angle CBF, so angle CBF measures 32 degrees. They've told us that in the drawing as well. It says, what is the measure of BED? So from B to E to D. So they want to know this angle over here, the one where they have a question mark. So as you guys probably know, if I have two parallel lines and they're cut by a transversal, then I know that this angle, like this angle here, let's see, this angle here would be the same as this angle here. They're opposite interior, right? So there's like a big one and a small one. You guys maybe remember this. And this is a small angle, so this one's also 32 degrees. And since we know it's isosceles, this angle and this angle over here are also congruent, 32 degrees. And then I can see that this is a straight line here. Right? This is a flat line. That flat line is 180 degrees. So if I want to find that entire thing minus the 32, I would do 180 minus 32, which would be 148 degrees. That's how I would solve this one here, right? So just like in general, what you can remember is that if I have a line like this, that this angle and this angle are the same, as well as this angle and that angle, right? All four angles are the same. The big angles, this one here, this one here, this one here, and this one here, those angles are also the same. So in this case, we saw like this one was 32, so this one would also be 32. This one's also 32, this one's also 32. And then the ones that are shaded in would be the other side, so 148, 148, etc., etc. Right? So those are parallel lines, super important to remember. Sweet. So number 19 says that x is -1 and y is 2. What's the value of this? In this case, I would honestly go straight to my calculator. And I would say, okay, so I'm trying to plug in x in this case. So x is -1 to the power of 3 minus 2. Oops. Let's see. 3. Use your over key to get out of there. Minus 2 times -1. And that this x is squared. So I put to the power of 2. And then times y, which is 2 in this case. And then minus 4 times x, which is -1, times y, which is 2 squared, and then plus 8 at the end. And I get 19. So I think my answer should be C. If you were not feeling confident doing that, you could, as always, plug in like this, 2 times -1 squared times 2 minus 4 times x, which is -1, times y, which is 2 squared, plus 8. And you could do these things separately. So like do this one in your calculator, you get -1. Do this in your calculator, you get -4. Do this in your calculator, you'll get, let's see, 4, -1. Let's see, 4, -1, this would be positive 16. And then plus 8. Right, and then you can type that in your calculator, you're still going to get 19. I personally think it's easier to just go straight to your calculator, but if you like to write it down first, you can. So, cool. And then we're on number 20. So number 20 says a retailer, so like someone who sells something, a retailer is comparing the costs of buying 3 products from 2 different companies. The cost of each product from both companies is shown in the table below. So if I want to buy from company A, each of the products is going to cost this much. If I want to buy from company B, they're each going to cost this much. It says the retailer will buy 10 of product 1, 12 of product 2, and 5 of product 3. So I'm going to write 10. I'm going to buy 12 of these. I'm going to buy 5 of those. How much more will it cost the retailer to purchase these products from company A than to purchase these products from company B? So it sounds like company A is more expensive. Company B is a little bit cheaper. And so I want to find out which one, how much more it would cost. So this is just a lot of multiplying. I'm going to do 5 times 10, 10 times 12, and 6 times 5, and then add them together. I'm going to do the same thing over here, and then add them together. So on my calculator, 5 times 10 would be 50, 12 times 10 would be 120, and 6 times 5 would be 30. 50 plus 120 plus 30 would be 200. So company A costs 200. Okay, and then company B, I can find out. I'm going to do 10, let's see, 10 times 550 is 55. 12 times 950 is 114, and 5 times 575 is 2875. I'm going to add those together. 55 plus 114 plus, and go up and copy this one. That's going to give me 197.75. Right? So the difference is like not very much at all, right? You can see the difference is very small. So I'm going to do 200 minus this number, and I get $2.25. So that's the difference between them. I'm going to subtract because it says how much more, right? How much more it would cost. There is, like, I know that you guys might be interested, like, okay, like this one is 50 cents more, and this one's 50 cents less, and this one is 0.25 cents less. So like on this one he would be spending $5 more, and on this one he would be spending $6 less. Right? You could do it this kind of way, but that seems like a little more complicated because of this section here you have to do positives and negatives. So I would just stick with the multiplying and subtracting, but you could do it either way. Sweet.